Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Beach Metal Detector Guy.
Mr. Beach metal detector guy.
Some seek their fortune on the stock market, others in real estate. But you look for loose change in the sand.
Hitting the jackpot.
Armed with a 5-foot Geiger counter and the world's largest set of earphones, you live your life with a simple code of honor. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Finders keepers.
Sure, people mock you, but he who holds 92 cents, a gold-plated earring, and a steel-toed boot gets the last laugh.
Who's laughing now?
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh Sultan of the Sand. We'd give you a medal, but you probably already found one.
Mr. Beach metal detector guy.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm hardly working. Wish I was working.
It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and we have here's Adrian with us. It's the big, I didn't say that. The Big Detecting Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to another fun-packed show of things where Adrian says something and I start giggling, and then Adrian starts giggling, and then Gareth thought tonight's guest to be like, what's this about?
Sure.
How are you, Adrian?
I'm good, thanks, Dave. You? Yeah, currently streaming via satellite live from another country, the Isle of Wight. Well, it is the same country, but yeah, an island. I've got flaky Wi-Fi. I was meant to be on the beach, but there's no 4G signal here. 3G's really weak, so I just couldn't possibly stream. So I came back to a traveller's site, and they've kindly taken me in and given me some Wi-Fi, hopefully, which will last for the show.
Have they fed and watered you also?
Had a nice bath with some talc. Wasn't Johnson's, but it was just as good. Yeah, so nice and fresh.
It's nothing better than Johnson, unless it's Lily of the Valley.
It was here. It's like lavender smell. It's beautiful. I smell really fresh. So yeah, been out detecting today, and it's a bit cold. It's turned a bit cold, although the sun is coming out over there. But I'll be able to show you the beach. Oh no.
No, mate, that's you in a bin. Oh no, that's
there's
you
a
in a
beach over there. Through there, there's a beach.
Oh yeah, I can see it in the distance.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, had a good day out. Had the Quest Q60 with me today. So
there are a few people wondering in the comments wondering if you are actually homeless because hoodie up as well.
I am. I am. But this travelling family have taken me in and they're looking after me really nice. So,
is it really the housing manager?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, as I say, a fun-filled, action-packed night tonight. Tonight's guest, we have an agent working for us now, Adrian. TC Detect, Mr. Tony Kaywood is. He's been taken upon himself. Well, he asked me, would he like me to organise some guests for us, and tonight's guest is one of those, one of the first of the three that we've got lined up to now. So, without further ado. Welcome to the show, Mr. Gareth Millward of the Dukes of Derbyshire Metal Detecting Channel. How are we?
I'm all right, thank you. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
And yourself?
I'm very well, good.
We don't live far away from each other. I'm in Congleton, and you're over there in Derbyshire.
I remember you saying that the other day, actually. Yeah, almost neighbours.
Absolutely. There's just a big mountains in the way. So tell us, Gareth. Tell us a bit about yourself. Before we get into metal detecting, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 39 years old, so quite a young detectorist. I've got a little girl called Mila, who's 5 months old. Just bought a house in Walton, Chesterfield. I've started a new job this week, so it's all systems go at the minute. Not really got much time for metal detecting, but I'm trying.
I certainly hear that one. No time to metal detect.
Yeah, life gets in the way.
It certainly does. You got a nice little display case behind you as well with some of your finds that we'll maybe discuss some of them a bit later.
Yeah, that's been a big project recently, setting that up. Moving house with that thing is an absolute nightmare, I can assure you.
And getting things back in the place that they should be.
Yeah, I did make a little video about that, a little 10-minute video. I don't know if you've seen it, but it took me about 7 hours to film it and quite a long time to edit it. So yeah, it was a job well done. I'm quite pleased with it. It's nice to have all your treasure just there. You can just admire it.
Have you got your own room for it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've got. It's only a little box room, but it's perfect. I've got a desk, my laptop, my cabinet, and a few bits and bobs. Nice. Yeah, it's ideal. It gets a bit hot. It's a bit hot in here at the minute.
I wish it was where I was. Flipping it.
Yeah, I am actually sweating a little bit, but
Dave has that effect on people.
Yeah, but that's generally because they know I'm going to pick them up and shake them.
Yeah, like you do me. Yeah,
Scott Holden.
So Gareth. Oh, sorry. Go on, Dave.
No, Adrian, you obviously you're first. I'm polite.
So Gareth, you've been detecting for a few years. We were just chatting before the show. Was it nearly 7 or 8 years?
Yeah, 7 or 8 years. I can't actually remember, but 7. I'd say 7.5 years. We'll call it that.
Yeah, and you've got a YouTube channel as well. But you've not been doing that for that long, have you?
I've been doing that about 18 months now. I really wish I'd started at the beginning, but I didn't. So never mind. Because I would have seen some really nice finds. My best ever find would have been in the videos, but that was long before YouTube days. So it is what it is. But I've still found some really nice stuff, to be fair.
What got you into detecting?
Just the general excitement and the little bit of childish in my brain, that loves treasure and stuff like that. Me and a friend went halves on an Ace 250. We didn't have a clue what we were doing or, if it was even a good machine or whatever, but we just went out, no permission. We just went on footpaths. We didn't know what we were doing or anything. And I got quite obsessed with it and joined all the Facebook groups and that. And, I got...
Worst thing you ever did.
Yeah, I got my AT Pro, quit playing football, and then started to be, you know, a really, really hardcore detectorist. You know, borderline obsessed. If anything, I got really obsessed with it, but I've calmed down a bit now.
Did your mate carry on with it?
No. After 4 or 5 months, he gave up and he wasn't that bothered about coming anymore. So I pinched the detector off him and said it was mine. In fact, I think I gave him a bit of money. You know, they're not expensive, are they? But yeah, it just went from there. And I think I've got 4 or 5 machines now. I don't sell them; I keep them. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I'm currently using the XP, which has been great, but yeah, I still feel like it doesn't quite have the depth on pasture that maybe other machines do, or other machine. But you know, I can't knock it. It's lightweight, and I've been finding some cool stuff with it, so I'm sticking with it.
Gareth, you're not going to like me. Are you a Stokey?
Oh, what? Sorry,
a Stokey from near Stoke. From Stoke.
No.
You've got the accent. Sadly,
I'm Matlock. If you know where Matlock is.
Oh yeah. I've been there multiple times.
Yeah,
I had a bath there once. See what I did there, eh? Matlock.
Oh
bath.
yeah.
So yeah, Cromford works with. That's where I've lived my whole life. So born and bred. I don't go far. I don't like leaving Derbyshire very often.
So what machines have you got? You say you got 4.
I've got the Ace 250. Then I got the Garrett AT Pro. Then I got the XP ORX, which I've had for about 2 years. Then I bought a Simplex because I wanted something to chuck about in rivers. And then I got the Apex, which I've probably used 6-7 times, something like that. But it's frustrating when you get a new machine and you ain't got a clue what you're doing. It's like starting from square one again, isn't it? So
I'm like that every time I go out, Gareth.
So I try and use different machines now and then, but I'll always stick with the XP at the minute. I have actually lent my AT Pro to one of my viewers, like a random viewer. He messaged me and stuff, and he didn't really have a very good machine, and he was quite local, so I sort of said, well, you can borrow this if you want, and he's had that about 2 months now, so yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, I do think about it now and then.
Yeah. But out of all the machines, the ORX is, or the AUX, the XP, is that your main machine at the moment?
That's my main machine, but my favourite machine will always be the AT Pro, because that, for me, is the best metal detector ever made. Although the Equinox is pretty decent as well.
Yeah. And Dave, you've got a Simplex, haven't you?
That's because I'm simple.
He's got a Simplex hat on.
Well, I'm simple as well, to be fair.
I'm more simple. So this is your channel. Luke's brought up the Dukes of Derbyshire. Obviously, Derbyshire, we understand that. But where did the Dukes come from?
Well, it's funny you should say that. When I started, it started with an Instagram account probably 5 years ago, something like that. Me and 2 friends, we were out detecting one day, and we sort of said, should we like have some sort of group, I don't know, like a group Instagram? And we sort of pondered about making a YouTube channel. So we came up with the name The Dukes, as in like the 3 of us. But then they both packed up detecting, and it just ended up being me. And I didn't want to change the name because I'd sort of built up a little following. So I stuck with it, and I quite like it. It's different, isn't it, from the rest? Even though it's Dukes, as in plural, but there should be more than me. But never mind, it is what it is, isn't it?
Well, the Dukes could now be your machines. That's the plural.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. I mean, some people come with me now and then, but predominantly I detect on my own.
How did you find getting permissions when you first started the hobby?
Really easy, to be fair. I know a lot of people say it's dead hard to get permissions in certain areas, but I don't have any trouble at all in Derbyshire. I don't even know how many permissions I've got. Perhaps 50, 60, 100, I don't really know. but I only really go on the same sort of perhaps 10. Like I rotate. I have like a couple of months on one, and then I've switched to another, so I don't get bored of the land. But I have got quite bored of a lot of the land, to be fair. When you keep going up, I've been on some places up to like 50 times, and I still find stuff. So I keep going back, but it does get boring going on the same land over and over. But I know there's stuff still there, so I keep doing it.
Absolutely. We can't not. It's something always there, no matter what the what the land type, what the field, what metal detector you use. There's always something different to find. How many times, Adrian, have you been over a field and you've scoured it and you think you've done every inch of it, and then you put a different metal detector on and find something new?
All the time. I mean, when I get a machine to review for Treasure Hunting magazine, I go on the same field every time. And I always bring stuff up, whether it will be a hammered or a bullet or loads of different things. And different machines work differently. Some you can go over it with and find stuff that other machines have missed. Could have been. It's just like they say, you got to walk over it. But I like going on land I've detected on a lot because it's more of a challenge for me to find something. Very much so.
Absolutely. Happy Days in the chat room says Gareth was a big inspiration to me starting up the hobby. He'd recommend this channel, Dukes of Derbyshire, to any detectorist or potential detectorist. History Revisited says, all right, Luke, who's the geezer talking? Says he's from the Derbyshire Dales. and he's the hunk of Derbyshire, apparently.
I don't know about that.
Just scrolling through, see whatever.
I've only just seen these comments. I didn't see them before. Apologies if I've been ignoring.
It's okay. We try to keep our eye on them. If you see me looking to the sides, generally because I'm going through them. I'll go throw one of the questions straight away. Doodles from Gone Digging asks, what would be your number one bucket lister?
A gold ring, solid gold ring, all day. Can't find one. I literally cannot find one. I could walk in a field with 100 of them buried there, and I would not find one.
You found a gold coin?
Yeah, I found 4 gold coins, but no gold rings.
Tell us about the gold coins that you've discovered there, Gareth.
The first was about 18 months after I'd started detecting, right by this little old lovely church, perhaps 10 foot away in a field. I found with my AT Pro, I got like a 62, I think it was, and I thought it was going to be a ring pull, and I opened it up, and there was a Queen Victoria 1843 half sovereign there, and I could not believe my eyes at all. It was the most amazing experience. And this is on a field that's been well hammered by other people, so the landowner said, but that's how it goes, isn't it? And it was literally the first signal I'd got, right next to the stile where I walked in. So I was just so amazed by that. And I think that's when I knew that, this is going to be my obsession probably till I drop dead.
Yeah.
Doodle's Gone Digging also asks, what is the best find you've had since detecting?
Well, that'd be the next gold coin, which was probably 3 years ago now, during a really hot summer heat wave we had. I'd got permission on a big Georgian manor. When you just pluck up the courage to go and ask at somewhere you wouldn't really ask. And this guy said, yeah, help yourself. Pointed me to this field, climbed over the fence, found a couple of crusty pennies and that. And with my AT Pro again, I had a really ropey signal. And I thought I'd dig it, and up popped Henry VII Gold Angel, which was,
wow.
a gold coin, sort of that big. And I couldn't believe it.
Was that in the Derbyshire local papers at all?
Yeah, it was in a couple of papers.
Right, we actually covered that story on. Yeah, we covered that on the show, didn't we? Well, I don't know if you remember, Adrian, but
no, I don't remember.
When we used to do the news on the website and scroll through it, and we actually discussed that. So we had a picture of you on there.
Yeah, it was, I was watching TV, and it actually was on the news when I was watching telly, and I couldn't believe it. Like about 6 seconds, just me stood in this field holding it, and I was like, "My God, it's me!" I don't even know how they knew or what, but yeah.
Oh,
and there it is. Look, found it.
Along with all the adverts, blinking things.
Yeah, good,
and obviously,
memory,
the Daily Mail throw in the fact that it's worth X amount when they obviously haven't got a clue.
No.
Yeah, I don't know how much it's worth, to be honest, but you know.
Do you know the interesting thing? The reason I remembered it, Gareth, is because, as it says there, you found it in a field near Ashbourne, and several other sites that I've detected are in that area. So that's why it stands out in my memory, because obviously Ashbourne, and everything's just clicked. So beautiful coin.
I suppose I'll see you now then in Ashbourne. We'll have a check.
You'll find me trying to find that black man's head in Ashbourne. Oh, yeah, there you go. It was there. Quick, move away. Fast. No, Luke, go past. We don't know. Oh, no. Yeah, look, see, go back on that map a little bit. To that map, please, Luke. Right, so, see that there, Adrian, leak?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle. Well, basically, under the, see the UK map at the top left with the red dot in it showing you the area? Yeah. Under that map there is where I live in Congleton, where the roads basically converge.
Oh, not far at all then.
Froghall there, if you come to the left of that a little bit, is where I work, I think. Somewhere like that. No, to the right somewhere. JCB. Yeah, Roaster, Gareth, I work there.
Yeah, know it very well.
So, yeah, fantastic find that. Fair play. Have you still got that coin?
I've got everything, yeah. And do you know what? When I'd found that, I was like, Jesus, if I show the landowner, he's going to take this off me. And I sat there for half hour and I thought, I've got to show him, really, you know, because it's his land. It's, you know, it's the right thing to do. So I went over, knocked on his door. This is 20 minutes after I'd left his door. He was like, "Oh, you're back already?" I was like, I found something really good, like really, really good. And I showed it to him, and he was like, "Wow, that is really good, isn't it?" And he got a little bit emotional almost, because his dad had died about 2 weeks earlier, and he was like, "Oh, my dad would have loved to seen this," because this guy was only like my age, sort of mid-30s or something, and he was a really sound bloke, and he literally gave it me back. He said, "It's yours. You found it." So I got to keep it.
That's lovely of him.
Yeah, it was really nice of him. Now, this is three years ago now, and I still talk to him now, and then I still meet up with him, and have a little go over his fields and that. I've never ever found anything anywhere near as good in his fields since.
Taking different detectors.
Yeah, I think the best thing I've found since was like a blank William III shilling. So it was just amazing. Really, a really good experience. I'll never forget that. I've got the worst memory in the world, but I'll never forget a moment of that.
Absolutely. The Southern Search and Metal Detecting UK says, "Who's the totty?" That'll be Adrian. Tonight he is selling a big issue, but that is Adrian.
Big shoe, bigger shoe, bigger shoe. It always sounds like the Big Shoe when I hear him asking to buy it. Big shoe. But it does. Big shoe, big shoe. You listen to him. I can't say that. It's rude. But yeah.
Big shout out to Luke and Ash, by the way. They're good buddies in there. Liam as well. Doodle's gone digging. Divvy Detectorist. Mike. Who else is there? Kerry. Nicola. Yeah. I'm trying to keep my eye on these, but
that's all right. You're actually saving us a job there, isn't it?
Yeah. That's nice. How do you find?
Whoa! I've got to stop. There's a blue nose Evertonian in the house now. The toffee digger. Luke, ban him, mate. Ban him. Turn him off. Dave. We're only Liverpool fans here.
Gareth, how do you find fitting in the time to do your editing for your detecting? Because obviously it's one of those things.
An hour here, an hour there, kind of thing. For the last year, with all this bloody corona and all that, work has been really good. We've basically been working one day and then off the next day. So I've had quite a bit of time to do stuff, you know, get out detecting, do my editing and stuff, and spend time with my family. And it's been absolutely mint. But this week I've gone back to 5 days a week, and I'm already struggling, thinking, Jesus, I've got no time. So yeah, at the minute it's just going to be an hour here, an hour there.
What do you do for a job, if you don't mind me asking?
I work for an electronics company. We make data loggers for water and gas industry.
Right.
And this week I've just started in sales, doing technical support. So I have to deal with customers and stuff like that. But yeah, it's quite challenging at the minute because I've only just sort of started in that department, and it's a massive step up from what I was doing.
Good luck.
Yeah, but you know, it's
Kev Whitmore, we've actually got Kev sent well, just to interject, we asked viewers via the Big Detective Show Facebook group if they want to send videos in, rally reports, machine reports, you know, just a brief clip of what they're doing. Obviously, to show between the show, we've got a brief video from Kev coming up in a wee while. And we've also got another one which is lined up now from Mr. Gaylor himself. So, Luke, can we roll VT and run this video from Mr. Gaylor?
This was some.
Oh, that smells good.
All right, Dave, everyone tonight. Sorry I can't be on the show tonight. I was going to detect on the beach with the Q60 live and find gold and treasure, but unfortunately I've got such a bad 3G signal here, doesn't even seem to have 4G on the Isle of Wight. But I hope the show goes well with Gareth and the Dukes of Derbyshire. Shame, I'd like to have watched that, but unfortunately, like I said, no internet, I haven't been able to do it live. But I have given you a few seconds of detecting. Nice Isle of Wight, recommend it to anyone. Some lovely beaches, not too trashy, fishing weights, ring pools, usual sort of stuff. Literally just been detecting here for just over an hour. Found some bits of buckles and lead, ring pool, bit of rock with something on it, another interesting piece of metal, and I did find a Russian wedding ring, as they call it, which is silver, which is quite nice, so I might wear that, Dave, or we could use it as an engagement ring, I don't know. But hi everyone, and I'll see you all soon next week. Take care, bye.
When you say see us all next week, why are you lying?
Well, because I wasn't going to be on the show because I couldn't get internet access, so I thought, at least I'll do a little video. But then I've managed to get it off the travelling community, so I'm online. But yeah.
Marvellous. Wouldn't wish for anything less. Where were we anyway? I don't know what I was saying, and I want to go. Never mind. 2 minutes ago.
I was going to ask Gareth, what does your friends think of you detecting at work? Do they take the mickey out of you?
Oh, he's on mute. There he is. Oh. You're back.
You'd have thought so, but a lot of them actually find it really interesting. And I say like, I've got this YouTube channel and stuff, and they always say they'll go and watch some videos, but I don't think they do. And you try and explain something to them, like a really nice find, and they just don't get it.
Really? Yeah. I've got quite a few people at my work who started taking the mickey, and then they start seeing what you get and find, and then start thinking, oh, they like history. And got a couple of people who've since bought detectors. One of them, his son's got the Dave, what is it? The little Nocta thing, mini horde. And he loves it. He goes out all the time. So, yeah.
I did work with a lady called Diane, one of my best workmates, and her and her husband watched my videos religiously, and it made him go out and buy a Simplex. He went out with it once and then sold it to me for about half price. So that's where I got my Simplex from.
I'll have to try that. That's a good ploy, that is.
Yeah, honestly, talk them into it, and they won't like it because not many people do they? You need a bit of patience and in a lot of time. So.
One thing I forgot to say tonight, we have a bigger than normal prize draw tonight, i.e. bigger than normal as in the amount of people who have entered. Tonight's prize draw is fully courtesy this week of the Composite Cleaning Pencil Company. Sorry, Graham, I have to do it. Sounds better with company on the end to me. And he's kindly donated one of his new LED magnifying lights and coin clamps, which is it's magnificent, isn't it, Adrian?
Oh, brilliant. Really, really good. Yeah. Oh.
And then also a second and a third prize as well. And that'll be drawn as ever via Diggers Dips, who we also have a new video via Diggers Dips to show in a wee while as well. Look at that. Stunning. That's the full kit, including the pencils and the wax, etc. as well. And all the inserts, excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, we got that on tonight, as well as a second and third prize also. Courtesy of the Composite Cleaning Pencil Company. But have you got the kit, the magnifier and the coin clamp, Adrian?
Yeah. I got it off Graham about a week or two ago, and it's great because it obviously clamps the coin in, but you've got the microscope and the LED light. Whereas if you have a clamp and all of it separate, it's a bit of a faff. So I can just mince around the house cleaning coins all in one go. All I need now.
Yeah, he's a mincer.
Mincing about,
very much a mincer.
In my pants, cleaning coins. But it's,
carry his shaft.
I just need a pouch with the to hold the wax stuff in. But no, it's really good, really good. Whoever wins that will love it. Really love it. So good luck tonight.
I know Diggers Dawn's got one as well, and she's already speaking very highly of it. And obviously we've seen it at Detectable as well, and it's something you can't go wrong with.
No, definitely.
So that's the first prize tonight, anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. To be fair, can I enter?
You're too late now.
Yeah,
I've actually got the prize draw lined up here somewhere. I
haven't
opened it yet.
Have you got some cleaning pencil stuff, Gareth?
No, I don't. I don't actually.
Oh.
I keep meaning to. I've got one of the coin cubes, but nothing to use with it. So, yeah.
Definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. The wax, the micro crystalline wax. I forgot.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I really love, and that's Renaissance wax. That is incredible.
Well, this basically does the same job, but it's the content of it is a little bit different than the Renaissance wax. And additionally, if you see that on the left hand, oh no, sorry, that's not the one. There's a powder that comes you can get as well, which you can mix in with the wax, and basically it gets the heavy off. While obviously doing what the wax does, it's also getting the heavy off. I've got it all here. I'm not getting it out, or me wax.
Yeah. No, Graham, who designed the stuff, his background is composites and stuff, so he knows what he's talking about. He's not just bought it off the shelf from China and branded it as a
absolutely
wax.
Do you know, he actually talked me through a lot of the processes that he does with the products, and I was fascinated, especially the manner of which he packages certain items, the process that goes through. I found it quite astounding. Kurt Brogden, you don't get a number. You will be entered into a system, and the system automatically gives you a number. And then basically, when the system comes on at 9:15, you'll see a live prize draw. It's a proper prize draw site. And your name, the winner's name, will come up from a automatically generated prize draw thing. Is that about right, Ed?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah.
Robert Hunter Collington.
Have you got Tourette's, Gareth?
No. Fuck, cunt.
Meow.
Oh,
it's not past the watershed yet. We won't get done for that because no one cares. No one watches. Adrian, crack on. I've just got a few more videos to pull up in the background, so crack on for me if you don't mind. Not crack off. Don't do that.
Do you ever do beach detecting, Gareth?
No, because I live about 100 miles away from the sea, so
right.
it's a big no. But I have been on a beach perhaps 5 times, maybe.
Yeah. Do you enjoy
I
it
went
much,
with Ash once, which was nice. We spent the day together on the beach. And that was when I found a GoPro, which was cool. So I got to return it to its owner.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you review the footage?
Yeah, I got the SD card out of it, put it on my computer. I found a picture of this bloke and his family surfing on Fistral Beach. So I went on a lost and found group in Cornwall, posted the pictures of him, and I got this random message saying, "Oh my God, that's my mate." So he's told me his name, and I messaged him. I was like, "Dude, I think I found your GoPro," and he was like, he was amazed. He was like, "Jesus, I thought that was lost forever," because he dropped it in the sea. And so I posted it to him, and he was blown away by it. And he actually sent me a check for £50 as a little reward. So
wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it was really good of him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't living in Essex. I'm not a lover of the beach detecting there because so many barbecues and ring pools. But since I've been on the Isle of Wight this week, their beaches are a lot cleaner, and it's been a pleasure. Really enjoyed it. Really nice, and found a few interesting things on there. And I think it's sort of brought it back to me. You just don't know what you're going to. You could find a gold ring a lot easier on the beach.
That is it. That is where I should be looking to find. To fair, if I want to find a gold ring, but
I mean, when I knocked that out this morning, that silver, my wife said it's called a Russian wedding band, silver hallmarked, and that was only about 2 inches down. I was like so chuffed. I really was, because I think the last time I found jewellery on the beach was years ago, absolutely years ago, and it was like a little kid's ring. But then you find something like that, a 3-ring bullet, which has obviously hit something, and it's I love it. I forgot how much I enjoyed beach detecting, but I do still like me fields. I must admit.
Well, that's all I detect past you. I will not detect anything else. I won't go on ploughed fields, arable, anything like that.
You won't go on ploughed fields?
No, never. I think I've been on one once and hated it. I will not go on places like that. Can't stand them.
Oh. Well.
Probably because generally they're flat, and I don't really do flat. I like my hills. Right.
Okay. We haven't got any down here in Essex, so don't have many hills. I struggle anyway getting up them. So no, it's interesting. I think have you got any permissions that you detect on at the moment with like any history, any sort of.
Not really. No, I don't really live in the most historic place in the world.
No.
But what it does have is tons and tons of Georgian onwards, mining, tourism, stuff like that. And it's massive for, like I said, hills. Where there's hills, there's footpaths. And there's so many footpaths around where I live and detect. And these are the places where you find shitloads of coins. Yeah. And that's why I enjoy detecting where I do. In the early days on my permissions, I'd come back with like 60, 70, 80 pre-decimal coins or Georgian coins or all sorts of stuff. I used to find so much stuff, but obviously I've hammered all my permissions over the years and I just don't find that much stuff anymore, but I still quite clearly find enough.
Do you research the land?
No, not really. I have done before, but if you do that, you end up pulling up the places that everyone else has researched and done to death. So I don't really do that anymore. I just go where I've got a bit of a nous. I can look at somewhere and think, yeah, that's good, or no, that's bad. And I really know my area very well, so I can just pick places, and I know I'll find stuff. So that's where I get permissions, and that's where I detect.
Historically, we've got a hell of a lot between where I live in Congleton, yourself in Chesterfield. You've got the Oberlowstone Circle, you've got the Nine Ladies, you've got Router Rocks. All these articles are actually on the ArcMD mag as well. People who want to have a look into them. Some fascinating places. Buxton obviously has got a lot of ladies. I've been up there a lot, a hell of a lot. Won't go into stories up there. Buxton, obviously, it's got its Roman connections. The hell of it. I mean, I was privy to somebody walking along a road and actually finding a Roman coin on a footpath just on the outskirts of Buxton,
Wow.
which was fascinating because they weren't a metal detectors and I was, and I've never found one, so I wasn't very happy. But yeah, I mean, I've also been privy to a lot of the information about the lithics that have been found in the county from somebody who works behind the scenes at Buxton Museum. And again, it's fascinating what people are actually discovering in the area that isn't even metal detecting. As you know, again, there's a cave not far from yourself that there was a hoard of coins found a couple of years ago.
Cave,
fascinating thing. I'd say, yeah. So there's a hell of a lot going on in Derbyshire that people obviously think it's very rural, very remote, very picturesque, but it's got as much history as, if not more, of other places.
Yeah. I just want to say, Doodle's gone digging. Yeah, it is a secret lab chair. And also, Martin Wood's Facebook profile picture is absolutely incredible. I've just seen someone talking about it. It's you, Martin. Sexy.
Divvy Detectorist says, get on the stubble with me in August, Gaz. Take you on the Roman and Celtic fields, and they have hills.
Martin, I'm always up for that.
That means you have to leave the county, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, only just.
Anybody in the chat room as well, obviously, if you do want to come in, because there are a hell of a lot of YouTubers who watch this show, if you want to come on to the Big Detecting Show, have a conversation like we are with Gareth and promote your own channel, please feel free to communicate with myself, with Luke, or with Adrian, and we'll sort out a date. Absolutely no problem. We have got a number of guests coming up. I've reached out to, we've got 3 American guests coming on. Ken King from the Relic radio show. He's on in 2 weeks. Adrian, you don't know that yet.
No.
Gypsy Jules is coming on, but it won't be till August because she's just in the last throes of a new TV series that she's making for the History Channel in the US of A. And our good friend and someone we've been desperate to speak to for some time,
Dig it Brit.
Siren Kimmy's going to be coming on as well. Dig it Brit? I don't know. Dig it Brit. I know what you're
You
about.
will.
Leave it with me. I'll reach out.
Dave, have you heard any more about the potential big guest? The one who said no, was it November?
I'm waiting for that big guest. I'm waiting for the other big guest to come back with a date because of their TV filming pattern. So I'm just waiting for it. But the November, obviously, I've been asked to contact them in November for the big guest.
Ooh, that'll be good. That'll be really good. Gareth, do you go to Detectival?
I've never been. I've never really been to any big group digs. Excuse me, but I am going this September to. Is it the Summer Detectival?
It will be. Yes.
I'm also going to the Rodney Cook dig. So yeah, I'll be at both those.
Well, you'll see ourselves, myself, Luke, and Adrian at both events as well.
Yep, Sam. I look forward to that.
Yep.
I never feel like writing a piece for the magazine. We actually have magazines that we publish 3 times this year. Hopefully next year when things back to normal 6 times, and the magazines we're able to give away for free at Detectable, at Rodney Cook, etc., etc. So you'll be able to get your free archaeology and metal detecting magazine there. I do have some news, Adrian. I say news, I can't actually specify it yet, but we have an announcement in the coming days about new members of Team ArcMD Mag. I need to speak to Luke because I don't know the definition of the role of one of them, but we do have another one coming on to start with. She'll be doing a hell of a lot by the looks of it, of book reviews. I've sent her over the first one this evening, which does look a fantastic book. I'm just going into my downloads to remind me what it's called. It's called Old Norse for Modern Times. And it's by some gentleman over in America who are working with a professor whose his main thing is the Viking period. And let me just read you out the preface to it, if I can find that. It is. As long as I can remember, I thought this book would be a good idea. Not exactly necessary, mind you, but amusing. In fact, in the other blurb attached to my novels, I mentioned how I once won a prize at school for outstanding progress. I chose a dictionary as a reward, secretly wishing it had been an old Norse phrase book. Growing up in the 20th century, Norfolk, England, it didn't feel like an anachronism. Time seemed to stand still on the farms and fens of East Anglia. Then at some point during my 3 years, I spent wondering why I was doing a law degree. I was gifted a copy of Latin for us. It does go on. But basically, this is a fun look at the original Norse, but bringing it into modern times. And it looks a very intriguing book. So that's been sent over for review. Is that Digging Brit there who's just said hello, boys?
I think you should drop in an invite there, look.
Digging Brit, if you could give me a shout, if you are willing, at Dave at bigdetectingshow.com, and you would like to come onto the show, you've been guested by Mr. Gareth Millward here. So we'd like to have you on the show. If you are willing, give us a shout and we will organise a date. I know who you're on about now. I thought it was somebody else, but I know who you're on about now. And there's the book. There's the book, Old Norse for Modern Times. Actually, I don't even. Oh, yes. Have I told you who it is, Adrian?
No.
I've not told you who our new team member is.
Yes, you have.
Yes, I have. Well, there you go.
Yes.
That person will be. And I'm going to leave it for now. And then when we've settled in with the new people, when we did the definition of the other person's role, because it's very exciting. The other person is very well known within the metal detecting industry in the UK, certainly, isn't he?
Many years.
Many years. I'm very much looking forward to working with him. As many as you? What, 4?
Age-wise. No, I've only 6 weeks now. 6 weeks.
I was joking, Adrian. I
know. I was going to ask you. I'm receiving a box soon, Dave, from a manufacturer, which I think might have a new detector in, which no one knows about.
Really?
Me and Tony Kaywood were talking about.
You don't have to tell us who that company is, do you? Because you've already given it away by the 2 people you've mentioned.
No, that doesn't link it.
It doesn't link it?
No.
So it's not who I'm thinking of. I haven't got a hat that I can change and put on.
It's not C-scope, I can tell you that for sure. But me and Tony.
Gareth, you also have to forgive us. We do go off on random tangents every now and again, but we always come back to where it matters.
That's fine. Please
Luke, I've put another video in the video section. This is a video that was sent in from Kev Whitmore of the ORX International Facebook group. I think I've got that right. Well, you'll know Kev anyway. So, Luke, if you could roll VT.
So while I was walking along here, I had an iron tone that was about 2 inches under the surface. But while I was getting the iron tone, I was also getting a very strong, solid tone. And something just told me there's something a little bit more there. And gosh, was there? Look at that. I'm so pleased. Yeah, words can't describe how chuffed and pleased I am, because one of those, how often do they come along? And today's my day. The gods were looking down, no doubt. Anyway, I'll better go and have a look, see what else is about.
Not found. Am I unmuted? Thanks, Kev, for that video. Fantastic find.
Very nice.
Bucket list for everyone, I think, Adrian.
Not jealous at all, Kev.
Yeah.
So if any of you do have any short videos you want to throw into us, similar to what Kev's done tonight, again, we'd be more than happy to receive them, and we'll play them during our future episodes. We've got 1 or 2 of us lined up for in the future. Won't put any more on tonight. We're going to continue chatting with Gareth. Kerry says, now and again, it's all a random tangent. Yeah, fair dues.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
I was messaging her today, talking about something, and she's like, I think she was like, Dave's being dead sensible and stuff. And then I just threw a curveball and brought it back to normality. Absolutely.
I don't know, Dave.
Who's the toffee digger? The toffee. Bloody Red's boss stealing toffees. Anyway, do you know what we haven't mentioned tonight? I'm not going to say them words because I despise the song with a passion. Vindaloo is the song, but England done well.
Yes, that was. I dread to think what Monday's going to be like in the UK if we win. There's not going to be any services running, is there? Everyone's going to be hungover.
There's a petition
apparently,
for holiday, isn't it?
It's not just a petition; it's being talked about at government level. But hey, it's Friday tomorrow. How are they going to be able to do that?
Yes,
our work going to contact you, say don't bother coming in Monday. It's not going to happen, is it?
No,
They'll say instead. Why don't you have one at the end of August instead?
Yeah, and then we can all go detecting again. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It was nail biting. It was nail biting, like all these things. But I don't know.
It was never a penalty, though. Let's face it.
No, it wasn't. But don't worry about that.
Goal. Penalty was saved, so it don't matter.
No, we've been so unlucky in recent years, but hopefully Sunday it goes good. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, what goes around comes around, isn't it?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm on the other side of the coin for me, Adrian. I was supposed to be broadcasting from Turkey in 3 weeks' time, wasn't I, on the 29th? That was cancelled finally at the weekend. Sorry, cancellation. Here's a voucher for book it in the future.
Blackpool it is then.
Honestly, mate, the amount of archaeological sites that I had planned, I'd already made communications with people at them sites so I could actually do videos and actually interview our member of the archaeological team at these sites, for the show and what have you. But I don't think, but looking at the flight prices and such like for next year and the all day prices there for next year, I think I'll be going somewhere else, to be honest, because we've brought back X amount in, and it's X amount plus quite a bit more to go to the same place at the same time next year.
I think it's going to.
Sadly.
I mean, on the Isle of Wight now, right? We're not in school holidays yet. We are struggling to book anywhere to eat in the evening, anywhere, and you just everywhere's booked up. So I would say anyone who's going abroad in Britain this year, pre-book it wherever you're going to go out for a meal, because we have just literally everywhere's fully booked. I think it's definitely obviously more people in Britain are holidaying in Britain, but a lot of the local restaurants, shops and bars can't deal with it. They're getting absolutely mobbed. But I did manage to have lobster the other night, so it wasn't all too bad. Lobster thermidor, lovely, with chips. Nice. Don't you like lobster, Dave? Chips. Yeah, lobster and chips. Sorry, fries. But
fries? You eat fries and chips, mate? Did you have out moist on them? Have any gravy with them?
What? No, I mean down south.
God.
I'm not up north. I didn't have Webster's with it or whatever you drink, Tetley or whatever it is. A nice pint of Peroni. But any chance?
Peroni? Well, you're drinking girls' drinks as well.
History on Earth. Any chance you can get me one of those hoodies for free? It looks nice and thick. Yes, it is nice and thick, very nice and thick. And no, treasure hunting only have them for staff at the moment, but maybe something might come up down the line soon. Maybe.
Can I ask how you got that role?
How did I get that role?
Yeah, it sounds pretty cushy.
It's not. It is, but at the same time, I've mentioned it now and again. You get given a new detector. It might be an Apex. It might be a Vanquish. It might be whatever. And you go out, and sometimes it might be an early prototype one, so it's got a few issues. And you go out for the day detecting, and it doesn't work for one reason or another, or there's a fault, or it takes you a long time. So, but the other side of it is you do, when you get a good machine that you like or I like, it's brilliant. It's really, really nice. But yeah, I got that. I was a member. My local metal detecting club is not far from Treasure Hunting Magazine's publishing offices, and the editor came down one day and he had some technical issues, let's say, with his office and stuff, and I sorted it out for him, and he said, "Oh, do you like technical things?" I went, "Yeah." And I work in marketing, so I can write, put words together, and he said, "There's this new machine coming out, a router sort of 71. Do you want to try it out?" I went, "Oh yeah." He said, "A lot of people say it's complicated." So I got the router, field tested that, and then since then I've been field testing other machines. But
yeah, that's
still,
really good.
I like. Some people just like turning on the detector and detecting, which I do some days. You know, some days I just like, you know, one of my favourite machines is the Vanquish because you can just turn it on. I like the Simplex as well, but I also like you can on the day.
Settings.
Yeah, go and have a right old play. And that's what I was saying earlier. You can go over the same land loads of times with different machines and different settings, and pull up lots of things. So yeah, I've got that about 4 or 5 years ago or something. I enjoy it very much. Just have to speak to Julian Evanhart now and again, who doesn't really talk much. Does he, Dave? No, he's a lovely bloke, but we have a good old chat.
Not just a lovely bloke. He's an absolute legend and probably the nicest man in metal detecting.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel his services to metal detecting and archaeology and history in this country need to be rewarded in some way.
You should be getting a visit from the Queen.
You should be getting an OBE or something, if you ask me.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Everything he's done.
Maybe there should be something like that set up in the future. But no, he's a lovely bloke, and I hope to see him next week actually for a beer. So with COVID restrictions, fingers crossed, because it's all going pear-shaped at the moment, isn't it? So
joking on you, we're free in a couple of weeks.
Well, yeah, I know, but it seems rife everywhere. A lot of people I know back home are getting it. Friends, family, and school.
I think it's going to be a case of the government have decided, well, you're all doing it anyway. It's your own fault. Everybody get it. Leave him to it. It's your own fault because you wouldn't listen to us.
Just a quick question there, Pomsey. Has Adrian ever told a few fibs about a machine, or if it's pants, does he report it as pants? If I have been offered machines to review, which treasure hunting, we will not review a rubbish machine, and I won't say any names, but the ones you sort of get on Amazon and eBay that say they go down 15 feet, we just won't do a review on it. We'll review detectors that people want to buy and try and assess why they'd buy it. So, you know, if they want a beach detector like the Quest Q60, which I've got at the moment, or if they want something simple and easy to turn on like the Vanquish. I have written a review about 2-3 years ago on a machine that, put it this way, the minute it got published, they phoned up and wanted it sent back straight away, clean, tidy, and they weren't that happy with some of the comments I'd said. But yeah, you've got to be careful, because a machine I think is a load of rubbish, someone might think it's really good, but we've all got different tastes.
I got sent one machine, Adrian, the Dr. Otech, and it was me and Luke were in disagreement. Luke said it did our job. I give it the most scathing. It was the biggest pile of shit I'd ever seen in my life, and snapped it on purpose because it was dire. Dr. Otech.
I'm a strong believer in the quality of machines, like the old C scopes. They've been around for like 15-20 years. Some people still using them, and I like something that I can fold up or put away that won't break after a while, whether that's the coil lugs, the shaft, or the battery compartment if it takes batteries. Lee Hull, how does the Q60 compare to the Router Agent? Totally different machine. Recovery speed is on a par with the Routers, and not far off a Deus, to be honest. Depth is probably a bit more than the Routers, but I'd say it's a beach detector for me. It was a bit chatty on the field. It seems the coil on it is too powerful, but I won't say too much, because in next month's Treasure Hunting magazine there's a big review I wrote on it, so you can have a look at that.
I've got to tell you something. We've mentioned about award rewards and something. Luke and I for some time have been discussing doing something regarding awards for different things, and one of them was the Metal Detecting Awards / Hall of Fame, and we were planning to do that at the end of the year. We didn't want to give anything away, but now we started talking about it. It's something that we will be looking at doing via the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine, and have a Hall of Fame show as well. So we are looking at the moment and we've got to discuss it with Adrian and the other people involved in the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine of what different sections that we're going to be having as well. So I think Adrian, I think Julian already knows that he'll be probably getting the Services to Metal Detecting Award anyway.
Yeah.
I keep saying reward and it's award. So there you go. Good idea. We've been told. So he's already doing it anyway.
Just going back to reviewing detectors and that. In recent months, I've been getting emails from Chinese people saying that they've got this, that, and the other, and I never reply to them because I'm sure that they're like some sort of scam, but they seem quite adamant.
Yeah, no, don't.
If you've had any experience with that,
yeah. I think we all have, haven't we, Dave?
Absolutely.
You've also got to, bear in mind that a lot of metal detecting companies, I won't say their names, have spent years developing a metal detector, designed it in America, Britain, or wherever, and like everything, sadly, you still have to get it manufactured. It's copied. So, and it just devalues the market. It ruins everything for everyone. And I won't say any names.
It's wise just to ignore them and delete.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
A lot of things as well. What you got to remember is the likes of the Garrett Carrot. For a number of years, a Chinese cheaper version was, and we're talking 5-6 years ago, was on the market, and everybody was being blasted with it, and people thinking, "Oh, it's a Garrett Carrot" because it looked like a Garrett Carrot, and they were selling it basically as a Garrett Carrot, where the internals of it was shocking.
Yeah, no, stick with. It's like just stick with good brand names. It's like clothing, really. Just try and or shoes. Random, but yeah, if you buy a Wanquish, Dave, it's not going to last, is it? So
the actual Wanquish, no.
Yeah, although I am getting some. Talking of metal detecting stuff, there's a company a German company who started manufacturing metal detecting clothing made in Europe and certain extras, and I'm getting some new stuff from them in the next week or so. So I'm very excited about that because a lot of when you go detecting, what do you take, Gareth? You've got a fines pouch, and what sort of jacket do you wear?
Obviously, it depends on weather, but I'm quite a fair weather detectorist, so I generally wear a pair of walking boots. I've got a couple of pairs of hiking trousers from Decathlon, which have actually got holes in the ass now, so I need some new ones. T-shirt, and if it's below 5 degrees, I'll probably wear a lightweight, zip up hoodie. But generally, I'm in a t-shirt because I'm always hot. I've got a fines pouch, got one of those I bought it off eBay. You can slot your pinpointer in it. It's got a couple of pouches and that. And then I take a small rucksack with a drink in it, a couple of bits of filming stuff, and obviously a suitcase to put my lunch in.
Yeah. What lunch? What do you take? What pack lunch?
Oh, I take all sorts. Take loads of stuff. Sandwiches, cake, crisps, pork pies, a couple of beers.
Pork pie is good detecting snack. I like that. You take a couple of beers with you? Yeah,
I do. Yeah, one or two, sometimes two, mainly one. For that fine, that silver fine, you can sit down and celebrate.
Yeah. Lee, hot dogs. Yeah, flask of hot water. Yeah, good call, actually. I thought of that, hot dogs.
Have you never thrown your hot dogs in a flask?
Years ago, but I've just realised that. Oh my God, I'm excited about that now. Cool. Yeah, good idea. Hot dogs. Have fun whipping them out in the field, Dave.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've been known to whip out a hot dog in the field, haven't you?
Yeah. No. Oh gosh.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh no. Kerry's asking about.
What's your favourite hob position on your stove in the kitchen?
Gareth, that's the question. Yeah.
I'd go front left.
Oh, it's not safe though, is it?
I'm left-handed, so.
Yeah, but front.
No, that makes sense.
I'm not left-handed. I'm not. I'm right-handed, but use the back left.
Because it's bigger.
No, my big one's front right.
Got where mine is. Have you got a gas or electric oven?
We've got an electric oven and an electric hob, so
Right. Okay. Right. I think we've passed on that one, Dave. Gareth looking very confused, thinking, "What? Am I on some sort of the oven show?"
No, it does ring a bell. I've seen these comments before, and yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it's about. Private joke, probably.
Not
But...
away. No, we sat at Detectable and it was far too hot to do anything. So going into the fields was just not an option for me. And we wanted to do our video and inadvertently came up with the question, what's your favourite odd position, Adrian?
That was it.
Well,
yeah,
it wasn't Adrian.
In the
And anyway,
video.
it sort of like continued to like just interviewing people who were randomly walking past. So that's the hot position.
Big shout out to Detect Sussex. I saw him in a video walking about with this massive pole, which made me chuckle.
Yeah, he had his shaft out.
Adrian walks around with a massive pole.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he had Detect Sussex Adam. Yeah, we saw him there. He was next to a Swinny Dave with his pole out. And stuff. But it was so hot, Gareth. It was really, really hot at Detect.
Yeah, it looked it. I would not have enjoyed that.
It was lovely in the forest areas. And Sunday was the hottest, wasn't it, Dave? I think Sunday. But you've got tickets for this summer one though, Gareth.
Very full of front left as well.
Right. Are you camping?
Oh yeah, I'll be camping. Yeah.
Right.
Got a nice little 2-man tent. Will do me.
Yeah. No. Me and Dave share an Argos 1-man one, but that's another story. I might be camping this year, Dave. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet.
I think I'll be. Well, I'm hoping for a potentially new vehicle by that point. But if not, the world famous car bed will be coming out to play again.
I was going to say, are there any other options? What other options are there?
I built a bed in the back of my car.
I saw that.
It was mint. It was so cozy. The only problem is I suffered from a spider bladder. And getting out of the car in the middle of the night to do a wee was, it took me about 3 days to actually suss out the best manner of doing it. Pine pot.
There is places to stay, Gareth. Sort of, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour away, but the prices are quite dear.
Well, again, it just goes back to what we were saying before about price increases. I know there's some places in Cornwall charging £1,500 for a week at the moment. So from the area where Detectable, the hospitality industry need to make some money back, so prices will be popping up. And at the moment, they can make that money because we can't go anywhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah. I managed to book I think it was a closed care home, which they turned into a sort of hotel. Which was very cheap, £30 a night, but it was very strange. But that was about 35 minutes drive away. But I think this year I might be looking at. I've got a tent, so I think I might. The weather's going to be nice. Hopefully not too hot. But yeah, be good stuff. Look forward to seeing you there, Gareth.
Yes, we will have a stall there, Gareth. So pop over, obviously, anytime.
Yeah, I will.
My big problem is when we were at the other Detectable, people were coming over and saying, "Hi, Dave." I was like, "Adrian, who's that? It's so and so." Oh, fuck, I should have known that. Yeah. I'm pants at recognising people. Yeah, and obviously, when we speak to a lot of people in the chat room, and they'll come and say hi to me, now and I got a clue who they are because I've not actually seen the face before. So just poke me with a stick, and if you do come, don't forget you do actually need to bring cake with you as well.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll bring some cake.
Normal cake.
Got to go cake detecting, don't I, then?
Yeah, cake detecting. Are you going to bring your detector, Dave?
Well, again, for what we spoke about earlier, about what a Team Arc MD mag's going to be looking like in the near future, then I will say probably yes to that.
Yeah.
Even if it's a short time, because obviously physically I'm not doing great at the moment. But obviously, Detectable. If I can at least do an hour, that'll be good for me.
Yeah.
And obviously, we'll actually, offer. I'll be able to offer a better opinion of what the detecting's like there. To be honest.
No, it'd be nice meeting up with Karen and that again, and Kerry.
Absolutely.
Good laugh. So, you're not detecting out this weekend, then, Gareth?
I've got a family birthday event to go to Saturday, and Sunday, I'm hoping to get out. So fingers crossed, I'll be out Sunday.
Yeah.
I won't.
What's that, Dave?
I won't. I've got a wedding, and then Sunday I've got to catch up with everything else I need to do.
Oh, blimey. You going on your own, Gareth, or do you go with like a group of mates?
No, I'll be on my own.
Yeah.
99% of the time I go on my own. It's how I like it. I like being on my own, away from everything, peace and quiet and all that.
Yeah, you're right. It is nice. It's a bit. I love it. It's my office. I love it. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Good,
your office.
good.
Your office is your office.
Yeah, but it's my real office. If that makes sense. I love it.
It's your escape from the real world, isn't it?
Yeah, until you get the ramblers come up to you and go, "Have you found anything yet? Have you ever found anything?"
If you have, it's mine.
Yeah. Yeah. You do get those, just like on the Detectorists, that sketch when they're on that footpath. So I feel sorry for them. They are interested in the hobby, and you try to be polite, but oh my god, this can be so annoying sometimes. So how does it work? They ask you. Oh Christ! So, can you buy it in any shop then? And you're like, just go away. So now I make sure as soon as I see them, headphones on, full volume, and just put me back to them most of the time because it can be very frustrating. Right.
Well, what have we got? We've got now. I'm going to share the screen again. In fact, first I am going to play the new Diggers Dips video for the what's it called? Detectathon. So that's the new video coming up. No, that's the wrong button because I'm a blurt. Video file. That's the correct one, and it's in that one. So, Luke, if you could roll VT. So that's it. Oh, Gareth fell off his chair. So that's the up-and-coming event. And I will now change the screen, get rid of that, and share the screen again for this week's Diggers Dips competition, which is all the prizes are courtesy of the composite pencil. Composite cleaning pencil. So, as I said before, first prize is the full kit. That's the new microscope with LED, coin clamp, inserts, pencils, and Preserve It wax. Second prize is the pencil, Preserve It wax, and inserts. And the final prize is 2 pencil pack with refills. So again, 207 entrants this week, Adrian.
Most we've ever
So it is. Are you there, Gareth?
Yeah, I'm here, mate. So I just nipped off to go through.
Pick a number between 1 and 207.
Oh, let's go for 88.
88, Adrian?
I was going to go for that. 77.
77. I'll go for 1. Oh, it could be me. It's a naught. It's an 8. Oh, it could be 88. Whoa! Now, Kevin Flint, number 88. What's the score going to be on Sunday, Flower? Mr. 88, what's the number going to be on Sunday?
Score. What's the score, Gareth, on Sunday? You're good at predicting.
1-0 England.
How much?
1-0.
1-0 England.
I'll be happy with that.
Next number between 1 and 2, 207, and it's a 1, so we're in the hundreds. I'll go 142. Adrian?
103.
Gareth?
188.
Oh, you're out. You're close. 190.
I'm all about the 8s.
193. That's Daniel Turvey. So the second prize to Daniel Turvey. And the final number, please, Gareth, between 1 and 207.
I'll go with 200 exactly.
Adrian?
7.
I'll go for 2. Oh,
gosh.
All wrong. 100 and 20.
2.
4. 7. Wayne Hurren. So, the winner of the coin and artifact cleaning station with magnifier LED and coin clamp is Kevin Flint. The trio pack, Daniel Turvey, and the 2 pencil pack with refills to Wayne Hurren. You will be notified in some respects. I actually know you won't be. If you can communicate with myself at editor at archmdmag.com, and I'll get your details sent over to that lovely chap, Mr. Graham Dempsey, who we are very thankful for providing the prizes tonight. And as ever, thank you to Diggers Dips for running the draw. There we go. Bloody good kit, that is.
Yeah, thank you, Graham. Lovely, and Diggers Dips for doing that. That was good. Very
Certainly
good.
is. Excellent. So there you go. So anyway, Gareth, for people who aren't already subscribed to your channel, obviously we want people to like yourself to come on the show, tell them about the channel, and hopefully assist you gaining a few more subscribers. So tell us what the channel's called, where you can find it, and what the content is like on there.
My channel's called The Dukes of Derbyshire, me being all of the Dukes. It's metal detecting and nice scenery. That's how I like to describe it. So yeah, that's it really. Come join. Don't join. I don't care.
Join the party. Join the party. And why not? Joe actually thought Keith Flint had won the first prize before, and I was going to say it's a fire starter there.
Yeah, you can't
couldn't do it. It's failed dismally. So you've got a good amount of videos. How many videos do you think you've actually got in total?
140 maybe.
Sweet.
Wow.
Lots of content. And I don't know if we asked earlier, but what editing software do you actually use?
Filmora 10 at the minute.
I'm still using using KineMaster, and I still make shit videos.
Cinemaster.
Well, you know, you do what you can with what you've got, don't you?
I won't make metal detecting videos because I don't feel that people want to watch a substandard metal detectorist not have a clue what he's on about whilst metal detecting. That's for me to have fun and relaxing. So I do more videos at archaeological sites and such like. So they're on there.
Well, we're all amateurs. It's always a learning.
No, I'm lower than that, honestly.
No, you're not, Dave.
I'm just good at talking shit.
Gareth, what made you out of interest go for the Apex?
Just because I've always been a fan of Garrett machines, and I don't know really. I just fancied a new machine at the time. I would have got an Equinox, but I couldn't. I'm too tight to muster up 800 quid to get one, so I decided to get an Apex. That's it, really.
Very light and comfortable to use, isn't it? Unbelievably light.
I wouldn't say it was, if I'm totally honest with you. Not compared to an ORX. I'd say
no, not an ORX.
Heavy compared to an ORX, but he's light enough.
Yeah, compared to the Simplex.
The places where I go detecting, there's a lot of steep banks, like this. And when you're swinging up here, it takes it out of your shoulder, whatever machine you're using. But RX with the 9-inch coil. You're swinging in thin air. It's fantastic.
What have you thought about getting a Deus in the future?
No, not really. They're practically the same machine, and I'm not a fan of pitting about with settings. Like, I can pick it up with this setting, but I can't with this one. I just switch on and go. That's it. That's what it's about for me.
Right. Yeah. Give it another 5 years, and you'll be there. The CTX.
No, have you felt the weight of one of them things?
Yeah. They are good though. They are good, but they are very heavy.
Kerry thinks I should start a YouTube channel of me eating cake because there's people out there with weird fetishes, and she spelled weird wrong. And she's sure there's a. I love cake. You come on the show. Let's just have in fact, one week should we just have a show where we discuss cake solely?
Yeah, I'll be up for that.
We get a cakey maker on and stuff. And Karen would love that. What
about detectable? If we bury bits of cake in tins, and then you go detecting, looking for them.
No, not bits. No bits. Dig a hole, put a full cakey in a nice.
No, that's
biscuit,
too easy to find. It's thin slivers of cake.
Mate, whoa! It's me. It's not going to be that easy.
We don't deal in thin slivers.
Oh.
Have you not seen me?
But if you get full up after finding, you won't, will you? So I suppose you won't.
Do you know what I like the best about cake? When it's moist. I love a nice moist cake.
Or when the cream on top's that thick.
Oh, moist is brilliant.
Your berry cake for you and berry beer for me. That'd work quite well, actually.
I tell you what you want to do. You want to go to Marks and Spencer's. They do cake in a jar now, and it is moist as fuck. It's incredible.
We do like moist. Moist is moist.
Dave, not last year's Detectable, the one before, there was a token hunt. I'm right in saying that they can't do it this year because of COVID. Is that right? Because they didn't have it at the spring.
No idea. No idea. Karen, are you having a token hunt at Detectable this year?
She's probably...
She's answering now. Imagine though, walking along, metal detectoring, right? You get a hit, and your shaft of your metal detector, your coil at the end of your shaft is there, and you dig up a moist cake. That'd be amazing. What's my favourite cake? Easy. Costco Victoria sponge. Have you got a Costco by you?
I have, yeah.
You remember it all?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, go and get the Victoria sponge. Oh my God!
I like Victoria sponge.
I'm a big fan of Luke Evans cakes. My petrol station up the road sells Luke Evans stuff. Chocolate bit flapjack.
Karen said yes. There will be tokens.
No, she's saying yes to moist cake, mate.
Oh, give them ammo, and that's it.
I think somebody inadvertently said, "Don't mention the M word," didn't she? And it's just like gone on there. See, Kev Whitmore, Victoria sponge.
Yeah, I must admit it is good cake, Victoria sponge.
Again, Gareth, you see where we get sidetracked and go off on a bit of a tangent every now and again. But we do sometimes. It's like a Billy Connolly joke, isn't it?
It's a great subject. It's a great subject, though, cake.
Absolutely. I love cake.
No, you do.
Kerry blames the tequila for dropping the M-bomb.
Token hunt, yes. No naked calendars.
What about naked detecting? We promised the naked detecting. You can't take that away from us.
The naked detecting zone at Detectable, which
because I've got big plans for that, Adrian. Massive plans. Believe me, I have got eye-wateringly big plans. Carrot cake from Costco is a divine cake. It's got a little bit of spice to it, like that. That's moist, also.
Cake.
And also the Costco birthday cakes. They're a big, massive rectangular one, and the icing is so thick and moist, it's unbelievable.
I like caterpillar cake, actually.
That's what I had in a jar from Marks and Spencer's the other day. It's caterpillar cake in a jar. It's really good.
Oh, yeah, I quite like that. Very evenly distributed chocolate.
You see, Kerry would know about that because she's one of them Marks and Spencer's food snobs that goes and gets Peppa Pig sweets, isn't she?
Yeah, probably. I'm more Aldi and Lidl, and occasionally Sainsbury's.
Nicola Roberts loves Costco birthday cakes. Absolutely stunning cake. Eagle Eye DJ, hash cakes.
No, that went wrong, didn't it? Yes. There was a story about that. We won't go there. He's on the front cover of Treasure Hunting magazine this month.
Kerry says that she bought pigs once. Yeah. I know all about Kerry and her sweeties. Well, anyway, I've got another video lined up to end the show. The advert for the cleaning pencil company. Please pay it a visit if you haven't done so already, because I cannot speak highly enough of the product. So, Gareth, is there anything you'd like to hand out? Tell anybody about?
No, not really.
Any more shout outs you want to give?
Luke and Ash, who I said earlier. Robert Hunter Collinson, Liam. There's loads of others. Martin. Just all the people who I talk to on a pretty much daily basis. The detecting people seem to be becoming my best friends now, which is a bit weird, but yeah.
So, no, mate, honestly, I'm sure everybody who was there at Detectable in our little group, how it ended up, I think every one of them would say it's totally agreement because, again, Adrian, you can agree, that little core of people that we ended up with of Detectable, it was...
nice.
It was something else, wasn't it? It was like a little family. It was brilliant.
Very nice, very nice. Anyway, it won't be long till we get all back together.
Absolutely.
Nice.
It's a matter of weeks, really, isn't it? July's halfway done. August out of the way, and then first 2 weekends in September.
Before you know
it, Luke, we need to do the magazines quick. Sorry. Carry on, Gareth.
Oh, so before you know it, it's going to be Christmas again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
But I don't mind that because that means wintertime detecting, and that's the best. That's the best detecting.
Yeah, it is. Prefer it. Nice, moist fields for me.
I like a good moist field. Not too moist. I don't want it saturated and drippy.
I must admit, I went to the spade that I use is called a Noble MDT, and the guy who makes them is called Carl, and he took me detecting with him in Birmingham a couple of weeks ago, and his fields are like cement with giant rocks in. I couldn't even dig. I dug about 8 holes, and that was it. I was done for the day. I don't know how he does it. All the land around there is like that. It's disgusting. I'd never detect there. I'd have to quit.
Yeah. No, I don't like.
Well, anyway, thank you, Gareth. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Keep in contact with us, and you're more than welcome to come on any time in the future. For the people who've come on who know Gareth tonight, who've been watching in the chat room, we're here every week from 8 o'clock till usually about 9:30. The format's generally the same. We do have a lot of random different guests. We've had people discussing, let me remember what it's called, Göbekli Tepe, the Denisovan place in Turkey. We've had people discussing ancient origins. We've had archaeologists. We've had finance liaison officers. We've had lots of different people from TV shows, and we've a lot of people coming back as well. So if any of you want to pop on the show, we do have a number of guests already lined up, as I say. And obviously, Gareth, if you want to come back, or if you've got somebody you think might want to come on the show, or get
a petition going, I'll put my name down first for Dig It Brit.
Dig It Brit. If you know Dig It Brit personally, Gareth, give her a shout. Send her our way. We're nice. We're not too horrible. Well, Adrian's not.
Okay, I'll do that.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Well, again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. We'll be back same time, same place next week. Find us on the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine, our free app. I haven't got a drink. Do you drink?
I I finished.
Take a drink, quick, do it,
No,
Gareth.
there was a bit
If we
left in
mention the app, you have to take a drink. Anyway, we'll find the app. It's a free app with all the regular news stories going on daily, 3 to 4 a day. You can follow all the latest news stories on the Archaeology and Metal Detecting Magazine Facebook page. The Big Detective Show group's got all the information regarding this show, weekly show. And there you go.
Shout out to Marcus as well, by the way.
Marcus, hiya. I hope you all have a good week. Adrian, pleasure as ever. I'll probably speak to you when you're back off your holiday. Enjoy the rest of that.
Thanks, mate.
And next time we speak, England will either have won or lost against Italy in the Euros. So good luck to England. And we'll see you all next week. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, go watch Love Island.
I think we are.